Let us commence our evening meditation by putting ourselves in the presence of the source of life, the source of light, and the source of love. What we mean by putting ourselves in the presence of the source of life and light and love is to sit, to arrange the body in such a way that we are alert and to feel the divine presence, to feel it tangibly all around us, means to feel that our body is immersed in the divine glory. This glory we find everywhere, not only outside the body, inside the body, and from the divine's point of view, neither inside nor outside. And so as we sit wherever we are seated, just be patient enough to wait until we feel this divine presence. Now let us feel this divine presence in the breath. That is the rise and fall of the chest. This is what we mean by life. There is a certain area in the body just where the ribs part, the solar plexus. All around there, we are connected with divine life. It is the seat of pure existence, the seat of creativity, the seat of raw energy. Let us make sure that this area is relaxed, does not hold any tension in the body. Let us shift our attention to the center of the chest. Let us feel the presence of divine love there that manifests itself in human relations. A spirit of generosity, compassion. All of this is to do with the center of divine love, the center of emotion. Let us feel in between the eyebrows the throbbing sensation, a pulse on the forehead. Indicating divine light, the light of intelligence and consciousness. Just feel how these three centers meet together like rays in the very center and beam outwards also. As we visualize this beaming, let us repeat the primordial creative sound of the entire universe in the form of Om. With each sound of the bell that commences, steering our attention toward a certain goal, let us feel that our goal is this Om. Let us feel it pulsing throughout the entire body. Of course, we can add to it any mantra that your Guru gave. Let this primordial sound that we have inwardly repeated spread its purity everywhere. May it transform all vibrations into sacred songs and dances of this divine element, whose glory we find everywhere dispersed in all places, creating a rhythm and harmony in the universe. Let us be content to be part of this movement. Let us feel this movement in every limb of the body. We call this movement energy. Let us feel how this energy is dispersed in different ways, governing a downward movement, or an upward movement, or a centralizing movement, or a movement covering and coordinating all of the body, and a movement that goes up, seeking a royal entrance and exit, the very top of the head. Let us feel the vibration and heat that glows from the very top of the head. Let us feel how beautifully we are seated in the presence of the divine. How glorious are all the graces dispersed in different ways and in different forms. And there is nothing to direct at the moment, just to be seated. And we can draw our attention to differing parts of the body, blessing them as we name them. Let us fill our minds with pure light and beaming love. And whatever comes to our minds, allow it to be there. So that we can gently direct our thoughts from any aspect of this glory indicated by order and rhythm to his blissful presence all around, but especially in our own heart. This is the pure heart embedded in the chest. We know it is the heart because instinctively, when we express our feelings, this is the area we indicate, the pulsing, throbbing red heart, indicating not only courage, but also pure love. Pure love for what? Pure love for everything that we can call the universe. And we may choose to call this universe a divine creation, in which case the one seated in our heart is the creator. This creator manifests itself as life. We can feel it as energy everywhere, but specifically in the navel, the solar plexus, the center of inner creativity, existence, raw energy. If this universe to us is a sort of protected field, then centered in our heart, we love him as its protector. And we may visualize this as a form with extended vertical hand, whose blessing emanates from this divine hand everywhere. Then we may see that what comes from this protector is pure love. And pure love protects. Let us salute this inner being as our divine creator and as our divine protector. We may see this whole universe as a play of waves. We may see the physical body as these waves. We may see the physical world as these waves. We may see that there are vital waves, mental waves, intellectual waves, artistic waves, and spiritual waves. And in this case, that one seated in the depths of our heart, we revere and salute as the divine player. And people perceive his sport, but none perceives him. And this infinite entity is seen as a self-luminous light. It does not require something else to light it. It is light itself and beams, seated in the midst of the organs and reflected also in the intellect. You can think of this intellect as a surrounding environment for that being seated in our heart. This internal being seems to imitate the movements of the intellect. It thinks, as it were, it shakes, as it were, for being one with dreams. It gets beyond the waking world that represents forms of death. Death means ignorance and its offshoots. In the innermost essence of our own being, beings do not dwell in that, but that does not dwell in or is not limited by other things. It is the supporter of all beings, supporter of the breath, supporter of the mind. As the mighty wind moves everywhere and ever rests in space, we know that even so, all beings rest in that one. It is that one who sits amidst the spinning things that change, the things that are within a drama of a cycle. It sends forth again and again all multitudes of beings, helpless under the sway of nature. It is like a mother and a father. It is unchanging. It is infinite. It is pure, residing in the white, snow-capped mountains, as well as in the intimate housing of the heart. Let us feel this as the ocean of the ambrosia of love, the giver of protection and strength. The one that carries us across the ocean of change, of birth and life and death, the bestower of happiness. Let us feel this inner being as pure existence itself, pure being and pure presence, absorbing everything into itself so that we feel one with this, one without a second. Let us assert that this is our own innermost nature. Let us feel the intimacy of its presence. And just for a moment, all things have disappeared into it. but it emerges as pure life. The author of the breath and pure love. A love that goes beyond our sense of self and spreads and shares itself everywhere, like the fragrance of a flower. And its light is a beam that gives intelligence and awareness everywhere to every form and every name in all these phenomena of the universe. So that we feel one with everything, not only one with our own inner being, but also one with the entire existence. Swimming in the divine ocean of nectar, so that after this meditation, wherever we look, we see all the divine waves flowing, sparkling with life, emanating love and reflecting as intelligence. May all beings be blessed with eternal peace that passes all understanding. Let our experience here beam away, transforming every person, every place, and every event into harmonic rhythm, like a well-modulated song. Peace, peace, peace be unto all. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Remain seated where you are. Do not get up all of a sudden. Bask in the pleasantness of this meditation.